Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 2 for your fantasy football Delta League. Had a lot going on this week, so we are just going to jump right on to it. All right, starting with our very first matchup, we had the Atlanta Booty Beagles against the Pacific Island Pummelers. That one was a nail biter, especially for this one. Yep, Pacific Island Pummelers came out with the win by 2 points. And he even had an injured player. So, boo-hoo me. One of the things that I attribute my loss to is my fancy trading. Went ahead and took the Seahawks D, which y'all know I love, and they got me a -1. Moving on. We're going to talk about Mac on Your Wood Son against Chapel Hill Bunnies. Great job, Cody. Way to show those colors coming out in full spectrum. We're so happy to see you back with a win, clinching it against Mr. Greg Moy, who actually got his second loss. That's right, no wins for last year's champion. Hopefully, Greg, you can step it up with the free agency board or a waiver wire, or maybe somebody might want to make a trade. We certainly are active this last week, and I'm so happy to see everybody participating in a full fantasy season. Our next game I like to talk about is Mr. Endzone against the Gilchrist Bowdogs. Matt, you pulled off a win again against Mr. Rusty Gilchrist. That's Grandpa Rusty to you, Matt. Great play, great show. It was actually a really good game, and looking forward to what you have in store for us for our newbie. And coming up to our last match, actually, we have a special guest for you today. He's coming all the way here from Atlanta, and he is none other than yours truly, from the Morgan Freeman's, Mr. Andrew Warren.
Such a big ego. I got a big
It's nice to be here. Thanks for having me.
Andrew, it is so nice to have you here.
It's great to be here, Commissioner.
Well, I like to just start off with saying congratulations to being not only the highest player, but you actually, you came out with some smack talk and were able to support it.
It was quite the week, to say the least. I had a rough first week against the Pacific Island Pummelers. Excuse me, a little tongue twister. They are, they came out solid. They're doing good, but I got my stuff together with some inspiration from a Morgan Freeman quote, which you all should look into. With God on my side, with, my players just really putting in the work they needed, we had that confidence. And, I said I was going to be the highest scoring person in the entire league this week. And, I followed through with that. So
It rang true. It rang true. And I do see that you are wearing a medal. You also came along with some trophies. One of the trophies that you got was the emergency room trophy. So
correct.
Tell us a little bit about what happened to your team this week.
So I did a little bit of trading as well, which we all should be cautious of, and gave the commissioner here the Seahawks defense for Noshawn Moreno and Deshaun Jackson. Both of these players, great, outstanding players. I'll give that to them. But in the first quarter, along with Jamal Charles, that is 1, 2, and 3 players, all went out in the first quarter for the rest of the game. But my team, they put in the work. Jimmy Graham, the Redskins defense. I mean, come on. Right. Morgan Freeman on my side, along with God.
Right.
Just really pushed through and, made me an outstanding player this year.
Exactly. So you had a great week 2, and we're coming into week 3, and your next opponent is actually going to be a last year's champion, which is Greg Moore. Do you have like a shout out to the Chapel Hill Bennies or anything that you want to say?
I'm just thankful coming off of this confidence and being
Right.
on this high horse on the top of the league, to have a good handicap week. To just take some rest.
Right.
Really think about my next move, and then coming into rival week, I really want to have a lot of momentum to just smash my rival into the ground,
Right.
and then bury her further into the ground as I win, and trump the whole season. So when I said take notes, kids, I was not kidding.
Well,
One bit.
that's about enough from you. Actually, that's about all the
I,
time we
I
have
have
for you.
I have
Right.
another
Yeah.
press conference anyways. So thanks for having me.
I think he was talking about me. Keep in mind, we all have our personal rivals. That one's mine. And if you don't know where to look, your personal rival is located on week 5. So we are all gearing up for that. Keep the smack talk going, keep the league active, and most of all, have fun. Thank you, everybody, and good luck going into week 3.